My singing monsters Plant Island tier list. Here we go. Noggin. The first monster guy you get is pretty basic and same old beat. Kinda lame but nothing to hate on. I'd say D tier. Mammoth. This guy is very annoying. I have him muted on my Plant Island. He's just sleeping there. He's probably an F tier though, because he's not as catchy as his other islands that he's on. Toejammer is like Mammoth, also very annoying, but less, so I'd say ear tier. Why do I keep saying ear tier? Potbelly is the coolest single element natural on Plant Island by far, so he's going all the way up to B tier. Drumpler is cool, but he plays throughout the entire song besides the intro, so he gets boring, and since it's repetitive, he's gonna go D for Drumpler. Fog is amazing. This guy would be all like, wow, 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 which is a good message to send to your girlfriend when she's very mad at you. Definitely S tier. Helped me get out of a real big pickle. Ma has a really cool design, really attractive colors, nice animation, great addictive sound, great monster all around. Also S tier. Shrub is one of my least favorite monsters, but the islands without him would feel a little more empty because he creates a steady beat to help the song, so just because of that, he's going in B tier. Furcorn is S tier. Octopus reminds me of like an old man or something. I don't really like the old raspy voice combined with the sibilant sounds he produces, so probably E tier. Just realized it keeps cutting off like the end of my recordings, but I don't care. T-Rox is like a classic percussion, but it adds so much life to the song, and the animation is really well done, so I'd say A tier. Pummel. I don't think I've ever heard this guy contribute to the song in my entire span of playing this game. Like, he's pretty useless and has an alright design, so definitely F tier. Clamble adds a lot to the song too, especially as the giant clash impact really adds meaning to the song, and he just works really well. Can't go wrong, and he's very small, so S tier. Bogart is a musical masterpiece. Really makes me tear up when you hear the Bogart solo, and adds so much to the song, so S tier. Entbra is pretty cool for the ending of the song, definitely unique, not too bad but also not the best, so probably C tier. Ghast is S tier, but that's because it's my favorite monster and I'm very biased. But I mean, it makes a really cool sound too. Woolbooks. I usually hate Woolbookses. I feel like they kind of ruin the songs, adding an unneeded element to the islands, like adding dubstep to classical music. It's just too over the top, but I can understand how some people would like this or even be fascinated by such creature. Personally, I think the Woolbooks on Plant Island is C tier. Sugarbush is S tier. I don't really need to explain. I've never met a person who hates this monster. The guitar and the vocals is just wonderful. Punkleton is great for the intro and some background noise towards the beginning of the song, but it's very basic, so I'd choose D tier. Gajoob is C tier because it does add to the song, but the song would be perfectly fine without it. Personally, I hate all the mythicals and find them very annoying. Kind of like how the Woolbookses add to the song. They're just unneeded, but fit better than the Woolbookses at least. So I'm gonna place Gajoob higher than the Woolbooks. The Dipsters are very annoying. They don't really add to the song, rather create their own song on top of the main song. And this goes for pretty much every island except Bone Island. It's like listening to a song and having a quiet remix playing in the background. E tier. The Weirdos add so much to the song. I was so excited to see when the Weirdos come out, because the islands finally got lyrics, which is something I always was waiting for. Parlsona's voice is better though, so Parlsona A tier and Talker B tier. Rares! The rares and epics will be ranked based on design. Rare Noggin is a classic. I really like the simple design. A tier. Rare Rare Mehmet looks very dumb, and that shade of blue is so ugly. D tier. Rare Toejammer is really cool because it changes color and is definitely more unique than the other rares, so S tier. Rare Potbelly is also really well. Oh, this video is gonna take so long to come out, but Rare Potbelly is also really well colored, and the extra head is a cool addition. A tier. Rare Flog is a really nice looking rare, but the ugly pea color ruined it, so C tier. Rare Drumpler is just so ugly. I really hate this design, so F tier. But I like his little fork and knife. Rare Ma is also quite ugly, and the main color is not attractive. Adding eyes was a good idea, but it looks so off, so E tier, because the horns are the only good addition. Rare Shrub is literally if Shrub was a Pokemon and had an evolution. D tier. Rare Octopus makes me very uncomfortable. It literally looks like this picture. So F tier. Rare Furcorn is so nice to look at. It's like candy for my eyes. S tier. Rare T-Rox is also like if T-Rox had an evolution and worse colors. So along with Shrub, it's going into D tier. Rare Pummel is sick, so A tier. Rare Clamble is even sicker, so S tier. Rare Bogart, for the 3rd time in a row, is also sick, so A tier. Rare Entbrat is, what the heck, all these ones near the end are so cool. Rare Entbrat is also really good, so S tier. Rare Ghast is so nice. The legs, the color, everything just, dude, why did that sound like that? No. S tier, just move on. Rare Wubbox should have been ranked with the other ones, but too bad. He has Rare in his name, so he's gonna be ranked here. I have to say D tier. It's like Wubbox, just with a short part near the middle of the song, and his design is worse actually, so. Rare Punkleton makes me feel like he's very insecure and is hiding his face, so it always makes me so sad because he's so beautiful. Definitely A tier. Rare Gajoob is just Gajoob with extra steps. Me no likey, so F tier. Epics! Epic Noggin is way too much than it has to be, so B tier. Epic Mammoth is really satisfying to look at though, so S tier. Epic Toe Jammer reminds me of Patrick, or one of those squishy ball toys that's filled with air, so C I guess. It's kinda ugly. Epic Potbelly is pretty cool, but not the best, so A tier. Epic Furcorn is a horrible design. I hate it so much, it's going F tier. Epic Ma is like Epic Furcorn, it's also very ugly, F tier. Epic Fwog is cool, but the horns aren't long enough, so it reminds me of CJ from GTA. But it's purple, so B tier. Epic Octopus looks like Gwen from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, just way more disturbing, so B tier. Epic Shrub is odd. Bro got socks and a giant pimple on his back. Very odd indeed. E tier. Epic Drumpler is actually kind of cool, so I'd say B tier. Epic T-Rox is like the final evolution of T-Rox, but it's too space themed, like he's gonna abduct the whole plant island. D tier. Epic Bogart has a cool purple guitar and looks funny, so S tier. Epic Pummel has a cool hammerhead shark design and the drum looks cooler than usual, so A tier. Epic Clamble is worse than the rare version, but it's still really cool, so A tier. Epic Entbrat is so ugly and he's naked, but he's my only epic on my plant island currently, so D tier. Epic Ghast is no coincidence, it's at the top of the tier list. My favorite epic on the plant island, it looks amazing, so definitely S tier. Epic Punkleton is A tier because his animation is pretty cool, but he's yellow, and yellow is such a bad color. Epic Wubbox! I hate it, F tier.